Hello, I'm FJXToyCat, and when you hear that 4JStudios is working on something brand new they've never done before, it's hard not to get at least a little bit curious. However, as I play the trailer for you in the background, you're going to find out that this is either the most interesting thing that they've worked on in your opinion, or the least interesting thing, and let me talk about why that is, because this is a brand new thing they're calling a world pack. It's a piece of Minecraft marketplace content that's going to fall within the world category, and yeah, I wanted to talk about it because there's going to be a lot of split opinions on this, and I wanted to talk about mine because I feel like there's a lot of truth in both sides. But yeah, let's first start by saying that 4JStudios, if you don't know, are the Minecraft console edition developers. They used to develop Minecraft for 7 consoles, now they develop for PlayStation 4, porting over Bedrock updates and also making mashup packs because they have 2 separate teams, one for updates and stuff, and one for making the art. And the art team has grown significantly because obviously the update team or the coding team only has a fixed amount of content they need to add to the game each year, and it seems as though as well as doing that, they've also been working on this Seasons in the City pack. So yeah, now we've gone all of that out of the way, let me talk about my opinions on this because I think this has the opportunity to be really great, but we have no idea what it's really like from this trailer. I will say this trailer is really well put together. It really makes the pack seem like it's going to be big and exciting, and the details we've learned from the description of it is it's going to have 12 separate minigames built in, 12 separate vehicles, which is a weird thing to say in a 4J pack. It's going to have 12 hidden music discs for you to collect and have the fun disc hunt. It's going to have 12 skins to roleplay and 18 custom animals, which sounds like it's a texture pack built in as well. But basically, yeah, you get some skins, you get a texture pack, you get the mini games, you get vehicles, and you get music discs in a big world, which can be played in 4 separate seasons. So this is the first time that 4JStudios is directly competing with something that already exists. When they made mashup packs, obviously they made them first, and for years no one else made mashup packs. Now people do, but that's other people competing with 4J. This is the first time that 4J is looking at something that already exists, you know, city-style maps. There are almost a dozen of them now in the marketplace, and they're trying to add their own one. So the initial impression you might have is like, oh, they're doing something that's been done before. Like, you might already have a city map, and I imagine if you like the idea of a city map, you probably do. So it raises the really interesting questions of like, well, I mean, if they're doing something that already exists, then therefore is it going to be exciting? But the reason I think that maybe, just maybe yes, in fact probably yes, is because 4JStudios, when they release something, it's a very few set times a year. It generally tends to be high qualities. Compare the quality of Minecraft Battle to any survival game server on Bedrock, and you can see the quality difference. Compare the quality of one of their mashup packs to the ones made by third parties. There is a clear quality difference, and a lot of that is because marketplace creators might be 1 or 2 people focusing on quantity over quality because they, you know, this is their only business. If they don't release something, they don't make money. I can understand why many marketplace creators do focus on putting out a bunch of content as fast as they can over the quality of each individual piece, but 4JStudios is very much the opposite. They are a huge studio of a bunch of revenue sources. That means that they can afford to put a lot of time in something, and this map has presumably been in the works for quite some time now, at the very least since the Steven Universe mashup pack a few months ago, but probably a lot longer than even that, because it has a lot of these other different behaviors. Like, it's got sledge dogs, it's got cars, it's got all these different things that you can see throughout the trailer, and yeah, because of the fact that they put lots of effort in, it makes me think that the vehicles aren't going to be just janky models that drive around. They actually look like they have physics and behaviors that might make them interesting to drive. I don't know if that's true for sure, I don't know how that'll be, but it's something that makes me think that maybe, just maybe, this will be one of the most polished Minecraft maps we've seen out there that actually makes you want to download more. You know, I do Store Sunday, and it seems as though a lot of the content there is like, here is one idea, a really cool concept, and I'm going to set it because I made an interesting thumbnail. What more do you need? You know, it reminds me a little bit of YouTube before, you know, like watch time was required, where people would just make the most exciting thumbnail, and it didn't matter what the content was because once you clicked on the video, you'd seen the ad before you got to see the content. You know, that seems to be how a lot of things are on the marketplace now. It's very hard to see what you're going to get before you get something, so having something from 4J lets you know that it's probably going to be high quality. You know, if I'm wrong about that, I'll let you know. I will review this when it comes out, but the reason I'm so excited is because every mashup pack world they put out so far has been actually very interesting and fun. I would say the Steven Universe is an exception, but I just don't think I'm into that universe, you know, hey, pun. But like, you know, besides that, like the Halloween mashup pack, amazing amount of content. Like, I played that for hours. I even played it the year after. It was great fun both times. They've put out a bunch of amazing mashup packs over the year, and think about even the free worlds that they give away as tutorials. Those are interesting and fun. The music disc hunt is interesting. The tutorial is really well put together. In short, I think that 4J really makes some interesting content. I think they make things a lot more polished than anyone else out there, and that's why I think this is worth a shot. If you're the sort of person who writes yourself immediately, that's fine. I would say wait for the video and, you know, make your decision there. But I would say that I am on some level of hype for this because we're getting something that we know is going to be great rather than somewhere between okay to good. And that is something that I think is pretty exciting to say the least. I would also like to see, you know, like taking advantage of this to make some I don't know, some form of weird, goofy, kind of like the world options we used to have on Xbox, so like maybe some form of custom super flats or challenges, or there's a whole bunch of other like survival fun concepts, because this is mostly like play with your friends, race around, do some mini games. Again, there's 12 of them. You know, who knows how great it'll be as a solo experience, who knows how great it'll be for the sort of player who does want to just play some Minecraft, but those are things we're gonna have to discover in the future. For now, I just wanted to make this video and let you know that yeah, 4JStudios is making a thing, and it's something unlike anything you would have imagined, and yeah, presumably this is gonna be one of the other things they do from now on, because slowly, you know, at some point this year or maybe next year, you know, the Bedrock will come to PlayStation 4 or to the next console that is announced or whatever like that. That is something that is eventually going to be worked out. So this looks like one of the key things they'll do with that extra coding capacity, making things like interesting vehicles that actually handle well, making things like maps with actual challenges, goals, and reasons to play them. And is that a negative thing? I don't know till I've played this. I don't know till I have seen the entertainment value, the fun that can be maybe had with friends. Because if this is just another marketplace map, this is a great tragedy. If this is a 4J level, you know, map, this might be the thing that raises the bar for the entire marketplace, which is something I'd like to see. But yeah, that's my opinion on this. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below. I imagine a lot of people are going to be very opinionated, let's say, and that's something that's fine, I guess, because this is, again, it's a very out there announcement. Oh, and also, it should be noted, this is going to cost money, so, you know, that's like a downside right there, right? But again, for 12 mini games and 18 vehicles, maybe it's worthwhile, but we'll have to find out. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed it, because I'll see you all in the live stream in just a little bit. So goodbye.